the contact culture. It's damn good. Hi, everybody. This is Spin Tunnel. We're here for Coda Post-Race Show. I am Brandon. These are my colleagues. Vito.
Chris.
Hi, Adrian.
Man, y'all fucking it up already. We can't be doing that. This is a late show today. That's okay. Nobody listens to this show anyway.
Highwayman.
Oh, good.
You're not a highwayman yet. You got to be at least like 45.
On the coast road.
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all want to talk about NASCAR?
Yeah.
No,
I want to
NASCAR
talk about
sucks.
Let's talk about some road course racing. What'd y'all think about Coda? Did y'all like Coda now that it wasn't a
Coda
torrential downpour and a
was-
monsoon?
Coda was
Fundraising.
fantastic. It
Guys,
was,
thank you.
I think a lot of people share this with me that the caution laps, you should definitely take the shorter configuration for the caution laps. Maybe even local cautions would be something to consider, but like they do in Formula One. But other than that, the race was fantastic, in my opinion.
I
I thought
enjoyed
it
it
was
a
very
lot.
good.
It did feel a little long. I think it was the caution laps. Like the
Yeah, it was,
stoppage of the race.
Only
But I think
bigger
that's
track
kind of
in
a
NASCAR, I'm pretty sure, is
common
Road
theme
America.
across all tracks now. I don't know, something about cautions right now, and they feel longer. Like, that NASCAR posts them like race replays on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when I watch those races, the cautions like come out and then they're green again in like 3 laps. Like they clean the shit up and they get them green again. Like I feel like now cautions are so long. They're like 8 laps long or some shit. Because they got to get all those Liberty Mutual ads in,
Yeah.
But anyway,
Liberty.
Liberty. I'm bringing that back from Daytona Day.
Yeah.
Liberty.
Don't get me started. That'll be the show.
No,
I'd pick one Liberty
let's not make it the
Liberty
show.
Mutual commercial I hate the most.
Destroy him.
It's that failed actor one where he's like, Liberty Bibbity, Liberty Boochable. Fuck, shit, I hate that commercial.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody
Thank you
cares.
for sharing, Adrian. Nobody cares.
Wow.
Damn, that was rude. We kind of just shut you down. We'll give you
I'm
another
forced
chance.
to watch it
Yeah.
every single time on NASCAR.
Well, you
I'm like,
need,
what
you
the
need
heck?
to try it first.
No.
All right. You don't have to.
Anyway.
It's okay.
We got our topics.
Yeah. What the hell? What the hell's going on? Hey, who
Don't worry
playing
about
that?
Don't worry about it.
Who got Right Said
worry.
Fred on dial-up right now?
Don't worry about it. I was giving him
Nah.
a call.
You can't just put Right Said Fred. We're gonna get demonetized.
Oh, no, don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
I don't think anybody's gonna monetize Right Said Fred this day and age.
Yeah.
He's too sexy for monetization. All right, let's talk about the race.
Yeah.
Let's talk about racing.
You know who won the race?
Racing.
Ross
Who
Chastain.
won the race? Oh, that sucks.
The melon guy.
The Watermelon Man finally gets his win in the Cup Series. It was coming, and it happened. Very,
I don't even know if
very
he's done yet
exciting
either.
last lap. I think he can win. I mean, I feel like he's going to win again at least once this year.
Probably.
He's shown the
That-
speed already. It's still only like what, race 6? What race are we on?
Yeah,
It's
it's
been-
only really early.
Was it 4 straight podiums now? A third, 2 seconds on a first? Like, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
seriously, he's been on fire recently.
Well, he showed it here. He definitely was a strong force all through the last stage. Put on a hell of a show on the last lap, though. I think that's what the main topic of discussion will be
Oh,
today
yeah.
is just
Man.
the entire last half of a lap that we had there. So, you know what? Honestly, everybody saw Chastain won, and hey, props to him. That's another first-time winner this season. I think that's the second one we've had. I
Yeah,
feel like there's
third,
going to be
actually.
more to come. The third?
Yeah, Cindric, Briscoe.
Oh, I forgot about the
and-
Yeah,
500.
Cindric,
Yeah, that was so long ago now. Yeah,
Oh.
so I was only thinking of Briscoe. So yeah, we got Cindric, Briscoe, and Dan. So half the winners this year have been first time.
Mhm.
And even the other
Crazy.
half, I mean, besides Larson,
Interesting,
like the other half, Byron and Bowman, I think, have a combined 10 wins. So it's not like
Yeah,
they're all that familiar with winning. Obviously,
Mhm.
Bowman more familiar with Byron winning 4 races last year. But,
yeah, no, I know, I'm with you. But anyway, yeah, we'll just walk through the last half lap there. So we're going down the back straightaway. We get down into like, what is that? I don't even know what number this is. It's like turn 12.
It's like
And
the
then-
stadium section.
Now we're in the stadium section and we're running into 15, right? And so Chastain, Allmendinger showed the nose going into the stadium section. Didn't try to make a move, but he showed the nose. He's like, "Hey, buddy, I'm here. Check it out. I'm in your mirror now." Then we roll through the little cutbacks, little switchbacks, and we're rolling into the heavy braking into 15 for the sharp corner to get out of the stadium section. And the 16 car gets right up behind the 1, and the 1 holds the bottom. The 1 defends the inside, but he doesn't go all the way down, because if you went all the way down, you're never going to make that corner. So he leaves about a car width of space between the track's edge and his car to the inside, but that's it. So he's running really, really low for how wide this corner is. And the 16 goes in there deep, puts the nose in very late, continues to slow down, but has the nose inside already. Chastain going to make the corner. 16 car overdrove the corner, super tight on the bottom. He's going to miss the apex. They make contact. 16 gets into the rear corner of the 1 car. 1 car goes out wide off the contact. 16 makes the corner off the contact, clears the 1. They race into the bridge, going into the big long like triple apex, and the 1 car tries to get right up to the 16's bumper, overdrives the corner a little bit, gets a little shot from the rear from the bandit himself to steal another one. The 48 car moves the 1 car up to the middle of the track. The 16 running for his life, knowing that he has a receipt on the way because of what he just did to the 1 car, so he needs to get away. Problem is, 48 just crossed over both of them. 48 car goes inside on both cars, takes the lead side by side on the outside going into 19. 16 on the inside, 48 on the outside, side by side into 19. 1 car, he's pissed the fuck off. He just got the fucking lead stolen from him on some bumper action. So he goes in there with some bumper action of his own. Too bad this bumper action, it wasn't a little love tap. It was a full-on death blow. Nails the 16. 16 collaterals into the 48. They go flying off the racetrack. 1 car clears them both. 1 car wins the damn race.
I think
The hell of a
everybody
last lap,
watching.
That was freaking crazy.
I think everybody watching thought Bowman was going to steal another one when he took the
Oh
lead
my
there.
god.
Yeah, I mean, but it was just like, it was funny too, like even on the broadcast, Tony Stewart just starts laughing because I think he's laughing at what everybody else was just thinking in the moment of, oh my God, he's going to do it again. How does he keep getting away with this? But then the 1 car like absolutely launches the 16 as like a weapon of wrecking ball destruction into the 48, and that took care of that problem.
Up in a second though, pretty good finish there.
Yeah, 48 still brought it home second. 16 not so fortunate.
Didn't get a good end of it. Finished 33rd.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. But Ross Chastain wins. And so, yeah, bring that number back up again. What'd you say, Chris?
AJ finished 33rd.
AJ finished 33rd. And that makes him our biggest loser of the week. AJ Allmendinger. You know, it's not like he's racing for points, so he's just here to trophy hunt. They're the part-time college car. They're having a good time, just doing the best they can to win. He's just out there to win. He's got nothing to lose, everything to gain. However, he did lose it all there in that second-to-last corner. But I'll open the floor to y'all and see what y'all think about this kind of stuff. I'm not a big fan of contact, like, in this regard. I feel like it's becoming ever more, like, accepted and even encouraged in this day and age. I don't know why. I guess that's just the thing that comes with the new, like, entertainment that people find in racing and the playoffs and the way it's marketed as do whatever it takes to get your spot and get your win, because it's all that matters is wins. There's no such thing as a good point standard. So, it's win or die trying.
I think Chase has kind of proven that a good point stay does matter, considering he's still number one.
Yeah, but for what? Who cares about the points leader right now?
It's not going to matter.
I mean, that's
until
15
the playoffs.
playoff points. You get the same amount for points you do winning 3 races. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So I think it's still worth it.
Yeah, but what if you just won 4 races?
Yeah. Too bad leaders
Or
still
like
gonna get ahead
Kyle
of
Larson
the playoffs.
and win like 6 in the regular season
Crazy.
a year ago. But I don't know. Back to my point of like the contact. I don't really support the whole just like absolutely annihilating the guy in front of you because it's like win's a win, do whatever it takes, anything goes on the last lap. Because I think that's stupid. But I don't think you shouldn't do it. I just think if you do choose to go that route, you've basically put your head like on the chopping block for like the
You're gonna
very
get a
next
receipt.
week. You're
And
going
Ross
to
knows
get your like you deserve to either get absolutely fucking like walloped in the pit lane by the other guy's fist, or your car gets junked the very next week on like lap 15.
Yeah, Ross knows that. He can out that in his victory lane interview.
Yeah,
He said
but
the 16 car.
it's okay though in my regard. I give Ross a little more because in this regard, I think he got moved. Like the 16 was never going to make that corner in 15 at all. Like he went in there and like got into the one and took him off his line using contact, right? So when that opens the door, then it's race how you want to be raced. He initiated contact there and took the lead, and the one car got back to him and he gave him a shot back. Granted it was a bigger shot. I think if the 48 wasn't where he was, if it was just those two cars and like not the 48 also being in there, I think Allmendinger saves the car and just runs out wide and then finishes in the
maybe.
top 5 still.
I think it would be fun if
I
Bowman
think he'd
leaned back.
hold on to it and still finish in the top 5. But with that being said, like if for example the 16 car, like let's say the 16 gets inside. Let's say he passes the one car clean in turn 15. Like he gets next to him, makes the pass, and then we get to turn 20 and the one car just doesn't brake and just absolutely wrecks him. I think that's shitty. And you deserve to get junked or like beaten up. But because of the way it was, I think the 16 set the precedent of, okay, it's like, well, we're going to hit now. You want to play fucking hardball. Here we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the last guy you want to do that with, I think, Ross Chastain. Have you seen how aggressive that guy gets a lot of times?
Yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree.
Chastain gets nasty out on the track. Like, you remember him in Daytona a couple of years ago?
Yeah, just on a wrecking ball.
Also, AJ Allmendinger, by the way.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, it's whatever. I think yesterday's race was a fun race. It was an exciting finish. I saw a lot of discussion around this, and I knew it was going to be a big topic. Like, I saw Denny Hamlin talking about it a lot, because it is a very, like, suggestive thing. Because, let's say, if Allmendinger moved the 11 car, let's make the one car the 11 in this situation.
Yeah, exactly.
If Allmendinger does the same thing he did to the one, but it's like Denny Hamlin, right? And he moves Hamlin up out of the way. And then Hamlin goes into the last corner and just absolutely sends him. The same exact thing that Ross did. Hamlin gets, like, put on, like, witness protection.
Hamlin
You know what I mean?
Crucified at
He's
the
going to
track.
get, like, absolutely blown up on the internet over it because he's such a dirty driver. But Ross got celebrated because it was exciting. So it's a double standard, and that's something I think Denny was trying to do, but you're never going to get that across to these people. Because Denny was just basically saying, he wasn't saying what he did was, like, right. He just basically said, hey, damn, I lost my train of thought. He basically just said, like, hey, if it wasn't cool in 2017, why was it cool today?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, or why was it cool? Like, why was it cool last fall when I got wrecked out of the lead in Martinsville by Bowman? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
But it wasn't cool when he did the same thing to Elliott.
I give a little more. I'm a little biased towards ovals, like, but I still, I think, if everybody's bottom feeding at Martinsville and you just need to get a guy up out of the way to get around him, you can move him up. You can get into him light, jack him up, move him up a lane. Don't just dump the guy, but get him up a lane just so you can get a nose to the inside and make a pass. I think that's fair game, so long as it's done like proper and not just like,
you can't like
pounding him like 3 lanes up, going into the corner and just not braking. You know what I mean? Just like jack him up a little bit through the center and get a nose in so that you can race him down in the next end of the track.
I think a good example of that people make too much of a big deal out of is like a good example is Joey Logano at Martinsville 2018 against Truex.
Oh, man, that was...
Well, okay, that one's different for me because Truex, like, you know what I mean? But I say, like, set the precedent of, like, this is how we're going to race. Yeah, like, Truex, he never once gave up his fight to just go down and take the easy route of just hitting the 22 car.
Yeah.
He chose to race him
Or-
clean and race hard and do everything he could as like in his abilities as a race car driver to beat the 22 car clean on the outside, and then he did it, and it was like holy shit, that was so badass. Like from a driver's standpoint, like that was such
Yeah.
like an impressive piece of driving. And then Logano just took it in his own hands to just absolutely knock him out of the way, which was so
Yeah.
lame because it's like, but then again, it's like, well, if that's how you want to race, then the very next week, fucking 19 finds 22, fucking dump 22. Just dump him. Stage 1, I don't care. Put him in the wall.
Yeah, that's,
Look at
You know, now it's,
It's just-
but then that's, you know what I mean? It's that
Consistent.
eye for an eye mentality of like, you know, you want to take, you know, you want to do a cheap shot to get a cheap win, then
you
don't
want
be
heat,
surprised
get
when you
heat.
end up in the wall. You know what I mean? Like in down the line somewhere.
I also feel like this system kind of promotes that too. Because
Yeah.
with the Logano thing, if he didn't do that, he doesn't get a shot at the championship, and he doesn't win the 2018.
Yeah, no,
championship.
like it's justified. They're justified on both sides. It's like Truex has all the right to be pissed because that's a really cheap move. But if Logano doesn't
Logano,
do that
he-
cheap move, he doesn't win. He doesn't win the title that year. That was his only shot at
Logano-
it, which is take a small team like Trackhouse. How often are you going to get a chance to win? I think they have way bigger chances of winning now. They've shown speed, but like
Now they
think about it.
You know.
It's like we have a win, our shot at the playoffs here. Are we just going to let it slip? No, I'm going to but I'm going to do whatever it takes. And if that's dumping a car, then so be it. And I think that's really cheap, and I think that's really lame. But that's just my personal opinion.
a lot of the time, it's just what
A
these
lot of
guys
people
think
seem
they
to
gotta do.
enjoy it, so it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Here's what I think, all right? I think that at an oval, you're going to get a lot more credit for it, where it's, you know, you're banking. It's stock car racing. I think it's
Yeah.
very much so like a lot more dirty at a road course. Because
Mhm.
it's seen as this very elegant and it's seen as superior form of racing
know
by
what?
a lot of people. And I think those people are usually assholes. Don't get me wrong. I think road course like fans are assholes. But I think that it's
True.
it does feel more dirty to do it at a road course than it does at an oval. You know what I
Well, I
mean?
mean, because like think about it, like on a short track, everybody's like rolling the bottom. You know, it's like it's one lane. But like at a road
Yeah.
course, there's so many other ways to pass someone. Like you can use your like, you have tools in your hands. Like you can set him up, you can outbrake him, or you can get him on a crossover, or you can, you know what I mean? Like you shouldn't just resort to immediately just being like, I'm going to crash him.
You know what? I realized another example of just kind of like people celebrating this sort of thing. Of course, Tony Stewart's last win, Sonoma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won that race. Put Denny Hamlin in the wall. He doesn't win that race. Tony doesn't get his
Hey.
49.
Well, he
Hey,
didn't
Hamlin's
move the
involved
11
again.
though.
He didn't move him, but he did pancake him in the wall.
He did
didn't do
pancake
that.
him in the
He didn't win that.
wall.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't. If he doesn't do that, Denny wins. So I feel like that's another example. People celebrate that one a lot.
I feel like that one's a special circumstance though because
Well,
it wasn't really
Tony
celebrated
Stewart won in, like,
when
3
it
years.
happened.
Well, I mean, Tony's going for his last win, just like Ross is going for his first win. So I mean,
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
desperate
Yeah.
times, but still, it's whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's all. It's whatever. It's like, it'll be handled by the drivers, you know. At the end
yeah,
of the
and
day.
then boys,
This will boil over.
It will, and it'll all get handled by the drivers at the end of the day. Like it's fun to watch all the like shitstorm with all the fans yelling at each other, but at the end of the day,
It's
it
a
gets
lot of
handled
fun.
by the drivers. And I wish that maybe I don't know, man. Like think about it. Matt Kenseth never got wrecked by Joey Logano again after that one time at Martinsville. So
Yeah.
yeah,
he kind of left him alone after that. It's kind of like, hey, man, if we go to Sonoma, 16 car just sends the one off into the chute a little too fast. Hey, I'm not promoting crashing cars. I think tearing up equipment is stupid if it doesn't have to happen. But,
No, but I think we should add laps until at least half the field is wrecked, personally.
Yeah, Brent. I got one thing to say though.
Yeah, what's up?
Both the 16 and the 1 are in the All-Star race now.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
that'll
fun.
be interesting. I don't think it'll be interesting. It's Texas Motor Speedway. How exciting could it get? That being said, hey, we don't ever talk about them because this is a NASCAR show, but IndyCar just put on a damn good race at Texas.
Yeah.
Like
know,
I was
great.
impressed
Texas
because it was like watching Texas with an exciting race on. I haven't seen that since like 2016.
And you know, if you're a NASCAR fan, there's another reason to watch that race. Jimmy Johnson finished 6th.
Yeah, I mean this was like
Jimmy.
2 weeks ago
Great.
now, but like, hey, you know, little IndyCar plug there. They did a damn good. They put on a damn good show at Texas, so hopefully that translates on the NASCAR side of things come May.
Please, God, please.
Doubt it.
The problem is NASCAR
Highly
really,
doubt it.
really likes when they put that special sauce up in the track, and Indy cars can't. They can't work with that. So like, they literally drove around the track and with a metal grate and just scraped on that shit, and it still wouldn't come out. But they scraped on it with a metal grate, and then there was a voluntary practice session. So like half the field went out voluntarily and just like went 75% and just drove only in the sauce to like put a natural layer of rubber on it.
Right.
So that come race time, if you ended up side by side, you could drive up there without having to fear for your life.
Yeah.
And it all worked out, you know? I mean, it didn't work out all the time, but it worked out a solid amount of the time. So hopefully, come All-Star time, maybe let the All-Star... Is there a practice at the All-Star? Let them go out without putting the sauce down first, just to see how it goes.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
to
a
see.
lot of the drivers want to take it off. Like Denny Hamlin. Back to Denny Hamlin's
Well, I mean,
opinions
think
on
about
Twitter.
it. Like, we've been putting all this, like, PJ1 and resin and all this, like, fucking... I just call it the special sauce. They've been putting all this special sauce on all these racetracks to, like, try to compensate for the shitty racing that was the Gen 6 and all of its different various forms of packages in the last, like, 3 years. But now this next-gen car, it looks like it races just fine. It races mighty fine. So why don't we just try it out and see how it goes on a natural base? But we'll see. We'll see what NASCAR does. I feel like they're going to sauce it up, but
yeah, but a lot of the drivers want it off. And I think they're going to start letting the driver input a little bit more. No.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
So anyway, I think that pretty much wraps up all the discussion I mean, we could go on for hours about all this kind of bumpage, but it is what it is. It's NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of stock car racing. You know, can't take it away from it. So
we got to talk about someone in particular.
anyway,
I think.
we got to bring this guy up because we bring him up a lot, and we would just like scoff him off, and we never talk about him because it was like, what more is there to be said? But there is something to be said now. Kyle Larson, he's kind of in a slump right now.
Yeah.
Not by his own doing. I will say that though. It's very bad luck.
Outside the top 16 in points.
He is
17 right now.
Yeah, 16th actually.
I mean, he has a
I thought he
win.
was
He's
17.
locked in. He's won this season. But I don't know.
It's
He's
still
running.
surprising
It's
to
funny
see
that
that.
we're saying this is such a slump and it's uncharacteristic, and he's not even running bad. He's just not like running like in the top 5 like he was all year last year.
I think.
Yeah,
He DNF'd the last 2 races before this one. He almost wrecked out of this one. Like he's
And what
been
did he
having
have?
a
I
lot
think
of
he only had
problems.
like 1 DNF last year.
I think he had 1 or 2, and I think it was 2 actually. Both
I think it was
Talladega
2,
races.
and it was Talladega both times.
No,
So,
he finished Talladega. Remember, he meant
Oh, he
minimum
finished the
speed.
second one. He finished.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like there's another one. I don't know what it is.
regardless,
That's something.
regardless.
Regardless.
2022 Larson. Well, granted, it's only 6 races, but it's something to bring up.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably gonna win at least one more time before the
I
season ends.
think. Quote me on this. By the All-Star break, Larson will pick up. That's what I think. By the All-Star break, he'll start to pick up.
Yeah, that's when we get to a lot of good tracks for him. Because these next couple weeks, other than like Bristol, I guess Darlington, there's not much for Larson to look forward to.
Yeah.
Like Richmond and Martinsville, those are not Larson's tracks. Like he did win Richmond that one time, but that was on like a restart with like 3 to go.
Some restart.
One thing I will say is, like, you know, this next gen car we've seen. Like, I don't know how many people saw Ross Chastain as like a road course threat, you know, before. But
I don't know if it's like just guys being better at road courses, or if it was just the cars. Some guys just brought better packages. Like Hendrick just had a really good road course package.
Well, I mean, think
Yeah,
about it
so I
this
feel
way.
like-
Yeah, he got up there in the very end. I don't remember where he finished, but like, we never saw Chase Elliott all day yesterday.
he has
Yeah,
that
Elliott
bad
was running
car
like
yesterday.
end 15th until the end when
The
he finally
very end,
got
he got it like
top 5.
into the top 5, but like, he was not gonna win.
No, he wasn't a win
Bowman
contender
was
all
the
day.
class for the Hendrick field. I mean, What the hell?
Chevys were dominant yesterday, but
Yeah, but not the ones you'd expect.
Hendrick cars.
not the Hendrick
but, like,
ones.
My point is, I wouldn't write off a guy like Kyle Larson for Richmond and Martinsville. You know, I
No, I
just
wouldn't
like
write him
I
off.
wouldn't
I'm
write him
just
off
saying that
anywhere. He's Kyle
that
fucking
can't-
Larson.
You can't write him off.
I
right
wouldn't
now,
predict
but-
him.
Never
though.
write him off. You can never write off Larson. I just
Yeah,
think
I
there's
don't-
other drivers that are maybe going to be better than he is at those tracks is all.
I think Denny
Yep,
gets
I
his
have,
flow.
I
I'd
got
be
Joe
shocked if
Gibbs
Denny
going
doesn't
2 in a
win
row.
the next races.
Wait, no,
I
I
feel
don't.
like this is like Denny's time to win a race.
Yeah, I think Denny can win next week. I think Denny can win the next 2, but I don't have him winning the next 2. I have Kyle Busch winning Richmond and then Chase Elliott winning Martinsville.
I got
but,
Denny winning this weekend.
Yeah, we got Chad Knaus in the booth these next 2 weeks. Pretty excited
Yeah,
about that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Really happy about that.
That'll be interesting to hear his input.
He did good at Daytona.
Daytona broadcast earlier. It's gonna be fun hearing him.
I was saying, it'll be fun to hear him on the Cup side, in front of a bigger audience. But really, that's it. I don't really think there's much to talk about here. It's just something to kind of keep tabs on for those of you out there watching the races every weekend. Just try to watch where that 5 car's at. I think you never not see.
Well, I'll
him.
just be saying all this and he goes out and wins.
Yeah, I know. Now that we brought it up, he's gonna be like, watch this.
Okay,
and
so?
just go win. Like
he's
6
our
in a
one
row.
viewer.
Yeah, Kyle
Kyle
Larson
Larson
watches
is
the
our
show.
biggest fan.
Kyle, if you're out there, come on the show, man. Come say
Yeah.
hi.
Please.
I'd love to have you.
Welcome every time. Except when you're not, I hate you. Hope you die.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Whoa. All right. Well, anyway, that's that. You know what? But yeah, like Vito was saying, the Chevys were dominant yesterday. RCR and Trackhouse.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great to see those
Y'all
guys
are
run
just
good.
started. The
Not
those
even
4
just-
cars, you know, they run in a little. They're in a little alliance together, whatever. But man, the 2 RCR cars, especially Reddick on the RCR side, and then Chastain now, especially. Even Suarez ran good. I mean, he qualified good, and he had bad luck, you know, with that tire going down that took him out of contention.
Yeah.
He was like up in the lead.
Swartz and Dillon are running about the same as each other, and Chastain and Reddick are running about the same as each other.
Yeah,
It's like,
but like those 4 are running amazing. I am
yeah.
thoroughly like impressed with how well they've run so far to start the year. Like now they have a win. Trackhouse got their first win. I mean, Reddick's due. Dylan, we've seen him do it before. He could just pull a win out. It's awesome. I mean, we're getting ever closer. I think Suarez is finally going to have his day. Like,
I think
things
so,
look
yeah.
great down at that side of the world. Excuse me.
Again, I gotta bring it up. You know, it was I made fun of Dale Jr. in lead up to next gen with his fucking stupid brain about how small teams they're gonna have their advantages, and then I'm being proven fucking wrong. And I'll eat my fucking words on it. He's right. Small teams are
Eric
fucking
Jones
doing
top
really
10
well.
yesterday.
Yeah, we got to give a shout out to Eric Jones. Like every single race, you know, we kind of talked about it before on the show, where it's like he's always in the front and something goes wrong, and he doesn't get the finish that he ran. But like it happened again. He was running top 10. Something went wrong, but he did claw back into that top 10. Another just quick shout out. I know it's not RCR Trackhouse, but I want to give a shout out to the 20 team. They've struggled so far this year with just bad luck mechanically. And there was a point in the race yesterday where they were sitting in the pit lane with the hood up, with crew members down in the engine bay, and that car finished in the top 5. So,
Yeah,
Yeah, finished third, I think.
yeah, I gotta give them some props for that. Damn good effort by the 20 to come around.
That's another
To
guy.
the crew, to
that.
their
You know,
drivers.
No, I feel like I want to mention something a little bit real quick. Just now that Ross Chastain's got his win in the books, someone big is going to miss the playoffs.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so. I mean,
It's gonna be
Ross
Brad.
Chastain winning that race puts guys like Christopher Bell, Brad Keselowski, and like Eric Almirola, those types of guys. Those are on the hot spot.
Yeah. Another
They're filling up.
yeah, I know.
gotta-
We're 6 for 6 so far. Like we're filling this grid every week. We get another one off the list.
I think it's gonna be Brad. I honestly think it's gonna be Brad.
I think Brad can win. If Brad can win, that's all. I mean,
They
How
need
they-
to win. They're not going to point their way in with the penalties.
Yeah, no.
Big test coming up. Obviously, you get Talladega at the end of April.
Yeah, that's a big chance.
yeah, Talladega's coming, Daytona's coming, Atlanta's coming.
Atlanta
There's a lot of
again.
shots for Brad.
You know, on the non-Keselowski side of that, you could see, Ty Dillon or somebody win one of those.
And then
Yeah,
even
like,
then, to get back on the, I just realized this, back on the Trackhouse part, they won the race, and no, they didn't. They almost swept the stages.
Yeah, they
then
did.
you got
Who won stage 2?
Denny Hamlin.
Ross.
It was Denny
Oh
Hamlin.
yeah. My
Because I
bad.
remember
thought
Ross
Chastain
was
did.
leading,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
and then
he
it
pulled
all
on
fell
Trigger.
apart. But
Yeah,
they almost
the-
swept the stages
went up.
and won the race, and I wanted to give them
Him
a
and
little props for that.
Cindric pitted in the middle of that great battle.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
hit each other into the pit lane. That was funny. But
they needed
anyway,
to. They should kinda-
yeah, big
stage
props. I know it's not like it was just funny, but
Yeah.
big props to those guys. And then I don't know. I guess that's it really for the key points we had to talk about. Not a lot to really highlight on in particular for segments, but there's a lot to talk about. So we're just kind of we'll just keep
Rambling.
just keep rambling on about the show and what we saw. Yeah. Excuse me.
I'm still upset. Still fucking. I checked my phone. See who the winner is. Eric Almirola 3 in a row, baby.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm
One
starting
day
to
he's
get
gonna
annoyed.
win, and we're gonna be like, "No veto, it's real this time." You're not gonna believe us.
Yeah.
No.
It's gonna be like a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real mad.
One thing I'd like to talk about, because I was originally I was thinking about this. I intended to include it in the topics list, but I just forgot. Bad Brad Keselowski
Ooh.
spun a couple cars
He
yesterday.
spun out a couple cars.
Yeah, but it seems like that car's
Keselowski Road
fighting
Course Edition.
all day.
Ooh, yeah.
Like it seemed
been
like
in the
that
top
Keselowski
15.
lives.
all
He
day.
did finish top 15.
Like this car was a mess.
They all ran. Both of them ran bad, but they kind of came around and did okay in the end.
Yeah,
At
I
least
mean,
at
Brad
least the six
finished
did.
somehow, some way.
That
It
ain't
is
gonna
a
help him.
miracle that
He's
they
so
finished
far
outside
behind
of
with all them penalties. That boy needs all he can get.
Yeah,
He might get him one at Dega though.
yeah. Again, Talladega
He's
can make
got
all
3
that
more
go away.
plate races, quote unquote, to go before the regular season ends. So
Talladega could just make it all
Brad
go
would
away.
be the type to win in the clutch from 28th in the points at Daytona in August.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone is going to,
You know what
Brad
I mean?
would do it. I think.
He did it at Dega way back in the beginning of the playoffs. He'll do it
If he's
again.
in that hole, I can see Brad any means necessary trying to get to the front winning at the end of that one.
He'll wreck the field trying. That's how they always go.
Yeah,
He'll get a good
Yep.
run, make a bold move, and the guy in front of him will try to throw a block 3 hours too late and just wreck the field. And that's just how it always goes.
and
And
they
then
wreck
we
the field.
get to watch Joey Logano win or something. Ruins the race. We all go home
Yeah.
sad. depressed.
all the boring finishes end up just with Joey winning for some reason.
I forget who won Atlanta last week. I forget.
William Byron.
William Byron, and it was anticlimactic for the lead because second and third decided to just screw over the rest of the field.
All right, so Brandon, you were right. Boring winner at Atlanta.
It was just boring in the fact that it was like
Byron,
they were like we hyped it up like Gordon, and then we're hyping it up for the last 20 laps. How you don't want to be the leader on the last lap, and being the leader on the last lap was like a cakewalk because of what second and third were up to.
Third ran each other like dumbasses.
I will race the guy in second place today.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a knockdown drag out fight for second. So
Listen, all I'm saying is that if Bell filed in behind Chastain, one of those two could win the race. But no,
we're talking about Chastain.
Second. Christopher
We could
Bell
be talking
gets
about
penalized.
Chastain 2 in a
Everyone
row
goes
right
home
now.
sad.
yeah, we very well could be.
Hell, I mean, no, he's not going to win at Richmond. I was going to say.
I knows?
Hey
Who
man,
knows?
you remember the
Who
playoffs
knows?
last year? He ran
Yeah,
good.
remember the playoffs?
He ran
Ross
really
Chastain
good.
ran Really good there.
Got Darlington
Won
coming
the
up.
NASCAR car.
I'm excited to watch
he-
these cars at
he's good there.
Darlington.
Oh, yeah. Especially because scraping the wall isn't going to hurt you as much
Yeah, you can
as it.
scrape the wall a little bit, and these cars just handle better. And Darlington's such a driver's track. It'll be nice to see the drivers get a lot of input in making these things just work by brute force.
Yeah.
You know,
And especially Darlington, that place is so hard to drive. It's going to be a lot of fun there.
that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the truck series real quick. That
What getting Alex
second to
Bowman?
last lap. Yeah,
That was
Alec
something,
Bowman,
alright.
Stuart Friesen, and Kyle Busch all
Bowman
kind
tried
of
to
came
Bowman
together.
It didn't work.
Yeah, they all came together. Zane Smith got by for his second win of the year. He's not leading points. He does have the most wins with 2, but he's not leading points.
Kind
That
of
goes
should
to
lead the
Chandler
points
Smith.
because let's face it, that Vegas penalty kind of sucked.
Yeah,
They penalized them on the wrong lug nuts because the flyer gave them the wrong lug nuts.
yeah. But yeah,
if-
the two
if it was the
Smiths
way
have
it
just
should
been
be-
the class.
If it was the way it should have been, then Zane Smith would currently be leading the points with every race in the top 5.
Yeah. But yeah, Zane Smith, Chandler Smith, both have just been kicking ass lately. They easily the 2 best trucks so far this season. You know, I'm interested to see how John Hunter Nemechek comes into it because I think, you know, all in all, he is the best
John Hunter
rider in that
Nemechek
series.
driver.
But he's had a very slow start. I think the next time they race is at Martinsville, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I
because
think it's Martinsville.
and yeah, he's ran good there before. Obviously got wrecked by Austin Wayne Self last year, but yeah, definitely a contender to win at Martinsville. But Kyle Busch has been looking great this year. Obviously got 2 wins, I think. Yeah, you got one with Corey Heim, one with Chandler Smith. So
Well, front row's got 2 wins too. So
yep, front with the same guy.
yeah.
All right.
About it, I think, right?
I mean, that's pretty much it. We covered
it.
everything we need to talk about. We're off to Richmond next weekend. Night racing.
Short track.
No, is it the day race? Or are they both night
I don't
races?
know, but we're
now?
going
I
short
can't
track
remember.
racing.
Let's see a Toyota sweep. We're gonna
race.
see.
We
We're
are
gonna see
certainly
Kyle Busch
racing.
truck win.
We
and
are
Joe Gibbs truck,
NASCARing, everyone.
Car win in
There
Xfinity.
will
Mark
be
your
NASCAR
calendars.
next
We are
week.
Okay, it's a day
NASCAring
race.
this weekend.
It is a day race.
It is a day race.
Yeah.
Yay,
Short track.
NASCAR.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Bill, anybody have anything else they want to add, or are we good?
I think we're good.
Well, y'all know the drill. This is where we leave now. So long. Farewell. We're Spin Tunnel. You're not. Always remember that. See you later.